Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be continuing to take a look at Scenario where civilization started over. We are now on episode 81 of the series, and in the last episode, we saw a lot more happen with the world, and especially colonizing, researching Mars. And that's where we'll begin today, because we need to take a look at the Indian research area of Mars. Because a lot has happened since then. Especially because of how rapidly they're expanding their research colony. Like, they're researching a lot. Especially over here with the polar ice cap. With the northern ice cap. That's where their most research areas are going towards. But now, another country will be joining in on this endeavor. And that country is Korea, where they will begin to make their research colony, up in the northern ice cap region. To research it all, research their areas, and they'll also go along here. But they'll mostly focus over here, now meeting up with this area. That's actually going to be it for Mars today. And now let's get back. Let's see what's going on Earth. Recently, there's been talks about a new global war that's going to be happening. Now, who is saying this? Now, who is actually saying this? Well, it's actually one of many of the countries throughout the world, especially the Unitarians. They know a war is going to break out pretty soon, but they just don't know what it could be about. But anyways, let's start off with seeing what's happening with the land gaining. We'll start off over here in North America, especially starting off with Greenland, where they will expand along to this region. This isn't them actually touching up with this. This is just their borders. They're just showing the borders here. Oh, also, they did touch up more over here. They're getting closer and closer to Europe now. Which I don't even think the Nordic region is even... I think the Nordic region, Denmark, is now connected to the rest of Europe. And basically, more areas of North America are getting more and more areas of the ocean and seas, and especially just any body of water is is dissipating into habitable land due to this technology that Florida discovered. And yeah, all of this. And especially around their capital region, they'll focus heavily on defending this area. But, yeah, that is a lot of land now. Like, they might be one of the largest countries on Earth. Well, probably behind South Asia, but they are still one of the largest countries. They are a very large country at this point. Especially because they have, like, now made an area right here, which is now kind of making it look weird, but they are expanding quite a bit. They are expanding their landmass quite a bit here. Now, I don't know if this is going to benefit. This area will benefit them, especially because it's very cold up here. But like I said, this area is habitable for some reason. And plus, this is North America Unitarian now. And more countries are looking to join this new country here. This area of Cascadia will be expanded quite a bit. Sadly, because of the rising sea levels, the asteroids that hit our world, tsunamis happened, and Hawaii did get wiped out. That's why Hawaii is no longer here. And this Alaskan area will be expanded quite a bit over this way. But yeah, this area is really populated now, especially because they are expanding more and more over this way. They're kind of trying to be the northernmost country, but I don't think they are the northernmost. Pretty sure that title goes to like this country. Actually, no, they are the northernmost. Staying in North America, we now get the Quebec-Newfoundland Union, where they will, of course, expand their territory up to this point right here, expanding their border with the Unitarians, one of the many Unitarian countries, which there is still like 7 here, but Indonesia Unitaria is now a part of South Asia. But yeah. Oh, almost forgot about this area over here for North America Unitaria. Almost forgot about them expanding this area up a bit more here, because they might need more land to like have more grounds, to have more like areas to build spaceships or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, they do expand their like little areas up quite a bit around here, especially on the border of Korea here. And Korea did land on Mars this episode, so that's a good thing for them. A lot of areas are gonna be, a lot of water is going away. That's due to many reasons: rising sea, lower climate change, and this technology that was developed by some scientists on before the Earth got wiped, before God decided to like reset the Earth. But he didn't reset the technologies that were invented right before the reset. Right as the reset started, the scientists finally finished their technologies, and that's why their technologies were buried when the whole world got reset. They had time to develop all that technology. Also, North America Unitaria did also have this area as well. That's because of Alaska here. But Alaska is finally connecting up with this. Now North America is spanning all the way over this way. This is a flat map projection, so that's why in reality they do have this area. But now let's get back to the Quebec Union with Newfoundland here, which they will expand just a little bit more for their land. Not too much though. But they will expand in these areas over here, especially right here. Just kind of like making sure this border looks better. As for Ohio here, just fixing that. They will expand along the border with Florida, and also connecting up to this area over here, which will then make room for more living space and maybe some research areas for later space exploration. Maybe I could do like Venus or something like that, but Venus is very hot right now, so I don't think they can make it to Venus right now. Anyway, let's get over to Mexico here, where they will expand along the Pacific coastline over here, kind of making a little area to expand over here. But yeah, they are going to expand in this area. They are expanding quite a bit. This is a large expansion, especially for a small country like that, medium-sized country. But this is not really that small of a country now. They have gotten pretty big. A war might break out soon, though. For some reason, this world is very developed. I wonder why this world is developed. There will be some new war in this episode, by the way. That is big. Mexico is big. Now let's look at Yucatan. Well, they will expand over this way, kind of helping form a new coastline for America. I'm just gonna call this America because the whole continent is now just America, because there's no longer anything to do. There's no Robux now. But yeah, now let's look at Florida. Florida will begin to expand quite rapidly, especially up to this point right here. Because they are really they are the main cause of this new stage of human development. Florida is so weird now. And now let's look at Venezuela here. Well, they will expand this area quite a bit right here, as well as some of this. They do expand all of this land over here, but this is very weird, but they will expand this area right here. Don't worry, I will fix the borders soon, but that's right now, that's permanent border change. Now let's look at South America Unitaria. We shall still call it by its true name because they are a separate Unitarian country, but they will expand their border right here. They will expand a lot now in terms of their border. And they will expand this area up a bit here as well. They do expand a lot more now. And they will expand this area up a bit more, right there. And they will also expand along this way. Now Africa is now getting closer and closer to North America. And North America, to the Americas. And also the Americas are now getting closer to Asia. Afro-Eurasia, actually. But they will also expand this little island here to these borders right here, as well as finally connecting up with this island and also expanding it outward, expanding this area outward, which is good. And they will expand quite a bit over this way. And they will expand this island outward like that. And that's it for the Americas. Now let's look at Europe Unitaria. Where now they will expand this area up right to this area. And this area is very interesting now. But Europe in this area is kind of like big now. They might be one. They are one large country. They will also expand up this way. As well as expanding this area right here. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of give them more land right here, just to make this look a little bit better. But yeah, they do expand quite a bit now. They will even make this look a little better too. They will expand this area quite up more as well. Expanding this bit up. Kind of making this border look a little bit better as well. And kind of expanding this up more over this way. And also expanding this right here. They'll even expand this island now. Like that. And this country right here will expand quite a bit right here. I don't know what to call this country though. But they will expand right here as well as over this way. And they will expand down this way as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. And this Russian country here will kind of expand its territory up to here now. And that's good for them. Because now this whole territory is connected. And they will expand this area right to here. And over this way. As for the Mongolian Baikal country, they will expand a bit right over this way. They will expand a lot. Let's just say that. But yeah, they will expand all of this way. But yeah, this area is gonna be very bigger. Really bigger now. And now for Korea, they will kind of like make this area smaller and smaller. And that's for good reasons. And they will make this area disappear right there. And they'll go along here. This way. But yeah. Now time for China Unitaria. They'll expand this island over here. As well as this way as well. And they will expand quite a bit into this area as well. And finally complete this area for just make that disappear. And they will connect up to this. They will make this area big. And that's it for them. Let's look at India, the South Asians. They will connect up these areas a bit. And they'll connect this up here. Make this area a bit bigger. Make this one big. And do a bit more with this area. And connect this area up. As well as this area. As well as this. But not all of it. Because they only will be reaching this area. Oh, and they'll also expand quite a bit over this way. So I might have to do a bit more here. I might have to do it a lot more here. Yeah, this is gonna be very hard to do, finish up now. Oh, also they didn't take this, but they did take this. I almost forgot about that part. But yeah, a lot of Asia and Oceania are being taken. But this area is very difficult to do now. I might have to go along here and just do that. This episode might be in 2 parts. Might have to make this episode apart. Into 2 parts. Because how hard it is to do now. Sorry. This area is very hard to do now. You might not be able to do this all in 1 part. So I'm pretty much sorry for that. So there might be 2 parts. There might actually have to be 2 parts. There'll have to be 2 parts to this. I'll finish off India, the South Asians, but I can't finish the rest. Get the rest of the full part episode. But I will try and finish Asia, South India, the South Asian Union. I'll have to do this, and And that's gonna do it for this part. I'll see you guys in the next part. Almost done. And now we're done. I'll see you guys in the next part, which will have the war. Goodbye.